A very good evening and welcome to UBC News Tonight on the 16th of November 2024. My name is Sharon Kyomugisha with Mugado Mohammed on 10 language. Today, due to the current rainy season in Bunyoro and Greater Chibali, the Prime Minister of Uganda, Robert Nabanja, has decided to establish a standby and all-year water dam in Kakomero district. According to the Premier Nabanja, this dam will not only serve her interests, but also the neighborhood will also benefit from its services.
Intercropped with onions. We want to take advantage of the onions.
This is a 10-acre model farm belonging to the Prime Minister of Uganda, Robert Nabanja. Located in Kakomero district, the farmer's major burden has always been water, mainly during dry seasons.
Banana plantation sits on 2 acres.
To address the water challenge, Kasingo Water Dam has been established by the Premier, mainly for irrigation.
I want to appreciate the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries for the technical guidance. There is nothing I've done without the guidance of our technical people.
This is just a few meters away from her main farm.
Government yateeka ebbali sente okuyambako abantu okukola irrigation systems zino. Aleetayo ebitundu 25 government neteekako sente. Era kye nakoze wano. Nalese ebitundu 25 government nange. Ebyuma bibadde bya government si byange. Ebyasimye wano. So amazima gali ntaddemu naye government yetaddeko ekisinga.
A 24-hour standby solar system has been put in place to supplement the hydroelectric power source.
Genda kubeera powered by solar. Ogiraba egundi bagitaddeko. Already kweri teganagenda naye tulinze obutungulu buveemu batandike okuyisaamu pipes.
Bunyoro njagala kubakubiriza kubanga ebunyoro nga president juzi bwe yayogera nga ali bukedi Katonda yakola ebunyoro eno yagiteekamu buli kya bugagga ova ku lukalu ojja mu ntobazi awali amazzi kati amazzi ago tusobola okugakozesa okufukirira ebirime naye n'okulunda ebyennyanja.
On its shores, Nabanja intends to do fish farming.
I developed another idea that we can even have this dam expanded so that we can do fish farming. We can do caging, then have the fish so that because it's running water. So I am going to use still the Ministry of Agriculture to come here and advise, especially during the dry season.
If we look at this dam and one put 10,000 catfish, after 7 months, 6 to 7 months, each catfish will not cost less than 20,000. And that's a lot of money.
20,000?
Yes, times 10,000. That's a lot of money. And you see, catfish or fish is not labor intensive.
The facility will be open to other interested members of the community.
This is a dam that we are going to use as a village, not me myself, because we shall also give our neighbors water. So that, because if I am the only one who is in horticulture, yes, I may lack a market because I cannot produce throughout the year. So I need other outgrowers. So we are going to distribute this water to the whole village.
His Excellency has been singing commercial agriculture, okulunda n'okulima okw'ekibalo. For her, she's already being converted, and all of us are going to make sure that we come and benchmark. I'm impressed with the way she has set up the farm. Irrigation is the way to go. You cannot rely on rain, rely on God to bring rain every time.
The establishment of Kasingo Water Dam will automatically mean farming will go on uninterrupted throughout the whole year. Robert Nyango, UBC News.
Thank you for still watching UBC TV. In more stories, Uganda Electricity Distribution Company Limited has deployed a team of technicians to assist communities in upgrading their electricity meters to the required second generation. This initiative comes in response to public concerns about the technology expiration date of November 24th, 2024. To further support the effort, the company has directed regional customer service officers to assist the dispatch technicians.
The standard transfer specification requires an upgrade of all electricity meters from Keygen 1 to Keygen 2. Electricity vendors have until November 24th, 2024 to complete the upgrade of all connected meters.
We are trying all our level best to amplify every strategy there is to ensure that all customer meters are able to be upgraded to version 2 to avoid any future inconveniences that may arise as a result of these meters not being upgraded.
In this process, the vendor sends 3 power tokens for any power purchase, which the customer have to press into the meter for automatic upgrade.
Because the system we have been using was you vend electricity, you get the 3 key change tokens, then you do the upgrade yourself. But we have observed in the trend that those customers who have not been able to vend electricity for this period we have been in, now the technicians are moving door to door.
Uganda Electricity Distribution Company Limited has deployed field technicians to assist the communities ahead of the deadline. Regional customer service officers will also support the process by manually generating upgrade tokens where necessary.
To those specific meters that have not been able to roll over in this period. Now our teams on the ground are moving region by region, office by office to ensure that these customers who have not bought electricity from January up to now are upgraded manually.
The company is facing challenges due to the large scope of the project, particularly in remote areas of newly acquired territories, while all new connections are being made with already upgraded meters.
So any customer who has just been onboarded, you are not going to go through this same inconvenience of upgrading your meter, because the meter has already come when it is upgraded to the version 2 that is globally accepted. And that's the principle we are moving on.
UEDCL has made significant progress in the meter upgrade rollout, with only approximately 10,000 connections remaining.
The homes are closed, we can't access these interfaces, but now we have to find a way of ensuring that these meters are rolled over. That's now the challenge that we have. But for customers who are downstream and they are available, those meters have been able to roll. So we want to urge people who are living in urban centers and they have not vended electricity and they know their homes are supplied by UEDCL, please make sure you buy energy.
The upgrade must be completed by November 24th, 2024. After this date, any non-upgraded connection will experience disruptions and affected customers may need to install new meters. The public is urged to follow the upgrade instructions promptly to avoid inconvenience and prevent unnecessary panic. Abdul Nasir Lubwama and Rogers Komagum for UBC.
A number of health workers implementing and supporting partners have been recognized and appreciated for their outstanding work at the 5th edition of Heroes in Health Awards. The Minister for Health, Dr. Jen Ruth Echeng, noted that the awards are aimed at motivating health workers for their tremendous work they have exhibited over the years, ensuring that everyone remains healthy. Abigail reports.
Award to our Community Health Worker of the Year, Northern Uganda. Ladies and gentlemen, let's warmly receive her once again.
A number of health workers implementing and supporting partners have been recognized and appreciated for their outstanding work at the 5th edition of Heroes in Health Awards. The event attracted numerous dignitaries from various sectors: religious, traditional leaders, researchers and innovators. Minister for Health, Dr. Jen Ruth Echeng, applauded the health workforce for their tireless effort in positively changing the health sector.
The health sector has over the years changed for the better. Everything in the health sector is changing. And we had a big change during the COVID-19 pandemic time. More investments by government, more investments by partners, more investments by the private sector. And therefore, we are growing. And when we are growing, we don't want to leave behind the most important resource, and that is the human resource. We value you, we love you. You are our heroes tonight.
Minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs, Norbert Mao, said that health is a social justice issue that the government needs to heavily invest in for better health outcomes.
I think all of us here, including those who are not doctors, let's continue to preach the message of health. We are a poor country. We cannot afford to let people first fall sick. We must really try our best to prevent. If we wait until people fall sick, we will not be able to treat them. So our national strategy should focus on prevention. And that is how Uganda fought HIV/AIDS.
For the health sector to achieve better health services, more innovations and revenue need to be injected in.
In more stories, in the world striving for unity amidst religious and ideological divides, the Shinjonji Church of Jesus has organized a seminar aimed at empowering custodians of the Word to foster unity through the Bible. Held in Uganda, this groundbreaking event brought together over 1,000 pastors, bishops, apostles and other religious leaders, both in person and virtually, to engage in a profound discussion about the fulfillment of biblical prophecies and the second coming of Jesus Christ. Sudat Kaye reports.
Milton Dennis from the Public Relations Office of Chichanji Church of Jesus highlighted the seminar's goal.
This seminar here is intended to bring together all pastors, bishops and every custodian of the Word. The Bible that is preached to the people emphasizes unity, but we cannot become united if at all we do not know the contents of the Word. Believing in God requires unity through the Word. The purpose as to why we have done this seminar here today is to make sure that every preacher, every pastor is able to understand the era we are living in.
This event, intended to equip pastors and preachers to lead with clarity, enables their congregations to align their faith with the realities of our times.
The attendees of this seminar today, we call upon you, please let us understand the era we are living in. It is not good to keep carrying out life of faith, not knowing what am I supposed to do. We cannot say that the will of God has been constant from the time of Adam up to today. At first coming of Jesus, everyone had to follow Jesus. Everyone had to go and listen to Jesus. How about today? Do we have to go and listen to every pastor who says God is with me? Does really God work with everyone? We need to know through whom is God working.
The seminar emphasized the fulfillment of prophecies, particularly in the book of Revelation. The event is part of a larger initiative led by Chichanji's pastor Manhi Lee, who has conducted similar seminars across South Korea.
Through this conference, we are able to teach people how to become one. For example, when you look at the religious world, right now we have been separated. But through this word, which is being preached in Chinchanji, it brings people to become one in God, Jesus, and the Bible. So through the guidance of our promised pastor of this era, Mr. Manihiri is really working hard such that all the religious leaders can really come and join together to accomplish God's work.
These efforts are now extending globally, with Uganda being one of many nations benefiting from these teachings. Sudat Kaye, UBC News.
Deputy Inspector General of Government Patricia Chan has cautioned the alumni of the Commonwealth Scholarships against corruption, which she termed as the biggest obstacle affecting socio-economic development efforts of the country. While addressing the Commonwealth Scholarship dinner at Sheraton Hotel, Ms. Chan promised to work hand in hand with government to combat this virus.
In a bid to fight against corruption, Deputy Inspector General of Government Patricia Chan has declared government's collaboration with the UK's government to sensitize the general public on the dangers of corruption.
I would like to appeal to the UK Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office to consider providing scholarship study in the area of fraud, money laundering, anti-corruption, crime detection, to further contribute to the pool of experts and technical persons in the country that can fight this problem.
In her speech at the Commonwealth Scholarships at 65 dinner, Mrs. Achan said government loses approximately 10 trillion annually to corruption.
Country, we are faced with a significant challenge, with corruption costing us approximately 23% of our annual budget. And our report at the Inspectorate of Government shows that we lose approximately 10 trillion annually, both in overt and covert corruption. People who pretend to work and they get paid by the government of Uganda, people who make their deals and cut off, instead of doing a road, they're taking off a portion of it. Instead of going to teach, they're going to do their farming and so many other things.
The British High Commissioner to Uganda, Lisa Chesney, acknowledged her commitment in ensuring a transformative country is realized.
So as we look to the future, we will continue to support the next generation of leaders, of thinkers and of innovators. We will strengthen our partnerships, embracing new challenges and opportunities.
But we're very, very happy again to be working with our partners, to be working with the UK government to explore different ways that we can offer more awards now and also in the future.
Patrick Michael King is one of the beneficiaries of the Commonwealth Scholarships program.
Looking directly into the gains that I made from the Commonwealth Scholarship, I can precisely say that it has informed, one, my practices, but also it came with quite a huge variety of skills and experiences that I gained, especially while I was at Cambridge. The course being a completely research-focused course, it enabled me to gain traction. One, in how to conduct rigorous research, right from identification of the challenge to exploring and also writing and being able to make presentations on the area that I had researched on. And
founded in 1934, the British Council is a UK government by royal charter and a UK government body that has reached out to over 75 million people directly and 750 million overall, including online, broadcast and publications between the years 2018 and 2024. Charity Marion Imnat and Rogers Komagum for UBC News.
The German ambassador to Uganda, Matthias Ashoa, has launched a 40 kWp solar photovoltaic installation point. This initiative, birthed by Empower Life in partnership with Ujo Izakaya, will serve as a charging station for both electric vehicles and border borders. The event was held at Nakasero in Kampala.
As the demand for electric vehicles and border borders continue to increase, the availability of charging stations and options stand to play a crucial role for the sustainability in the market.
And that's why I'm so happy that private companies are active here in Uganda, not just implementing projects that are financed by the government, but trying to raise awareness and whet the appetite for Ugandans to try e-mobility and see the advantages. I've been told that an e-boarder requires about 40% less maintenance cost than a combustion engine.
The coming in of businesses like Empower and Life Ujo Izakaya are paving the way for sustainable green energy future.
First run, we are just promoting it everywhere in the country, and we are hoping we have some 100 charging points in a couple of years to just have a network, but we cannot make it alone, so I think other players will be as well around, but I think we are a type of pioneer with this, and we are trying to ramp up the business.
This project by Empower Life, funded by the German federal government through the German Energy Solutions, demonstrates how solar energy can be a viable charging option for electric mobility sector.
And also with the official launch of the Women on Wheels Female Boda Boda Station and Zembo Battery Swap Station, which you'll see on the roadside of the compound. This helps us and our team members, our guests, and everyone to move for the last mile, which we've been doing actually, again behind the scenes, and now we launch officially.
The female Boda Boda riders under the e-mobility sector welcomed the development as a move that continues to entrench the sustainability of their business further into the market.
So on the aspect of women, you find that these motorcycles, the existing ones that are not electric, they have operational problems, of course. They are difficult to operate. Definitely riding an electric motorbike is easier to women. So it's going to be friendly and it will attract more women to take charge into the transport sector.
Mobility unlocks access to public life and financial independence, opens up opportunities for personal growth.
It's a great journey for us women, and I'm happy to see more women in mobility. It's great.
This launched initiative is part of a wider move to demonstrate the potential of solar energy and electrical mobility to drive socio-economic transformation and environmental sustainability. Crispus Arinitwe, Jerome Paul Sonko, UBC News.
Sasakawa Africa Association has strengthened its commitment to improving commercial agriculture through regenerative practices. During an assessment of the operations of the commercially oriented community-based facilitators, Sasakawa Africa Association Senior Project Officer Sharon Kyomugisha emphasized the association's focus on boosting household incomes by promoting climate-resilient agricultural practices. Take a look.
Through equipping extension workers with the necessary skills along the agricultural value chain, Sasakawa Africa Association has achieved positive results as evidenced by the impact of the multiplier effect of these trained personnel.
So, as long as our farmers, they are well equipped with good agronomic practices, post-harvest handling management, crop field management, they are all okay, and they are assured of their produce are on good conditions. I'm sure at the end of it all, they will get what? Market.
Community-oriented and commercial-based facilitators who have undergone training have played a key role in exposing farmers to modern and recommended farming practices in their local communities.
Commercial community-based services providers or facilitators. So they trained us how best we can offer service to a farmer using technologies, because we are trying to see how a farmer can go digitally and technologically.
Many farmers acknowledge the contribution of Sasakawa's training programs in boosting household incomes and helping to commercialize agriculture through mechanization.
I've seen some improvement through this. They have trained me how to use these organic manures. There is some change. For sure, I see there is improvement. So let's Sasakawa would be. I support.
District agriculture officers have also been included in the Regenerative Agriculture Initiative, encouraging farmers to tap into government development programs such as the Partial Development Model (PDM) and EMYOGA, which provide funds to acquire agricultural inputs.
The PDM beneficiaries under Sasakawa uses the fund to buy all that fund, help them to buy those seeds so that they can acquire good quality seeds and improve their yields.
The regenerative agriculture practices promoted by Sasakawa Africa Association include mulching, crop rotation, terracing, and the responsible use of chemicals, all aimed at improving sustainability and productivity. Abdul Nasir Lubwama for UBC.
There is only one rule you must follow in order to be a winner. Number 1, defeat the undefeatable. You, step forward. I want you to box the air until it falls down. I'm not seeing it falling in. You see it falling in. Winning is hard. But with MTN Momo, it's easy. Simply pay or shop with Momo for a chance to win mobile money every day. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
In the heart of Uganda, a financial revolution is happening. We were once left out, saving the old-fashioned way, with an unexpected saving spot, keeping it too close for comfort. But now, we found a better way to save and manage money. Download the Wendy app from Google Play or App Store or dial *229#. With Wendy, your money is safe and you can earn interest daily. Visit your Google Play or App Store or dial *229# to register. Wendy, Wanawoli.
Uncle Mo, asibi koja tukwasa. Vayo na wasajja batusonyiye. Chikakasi. Vayo.
Government has done it. Uganda Revenue Authority has taken you off the burden of paying interests and penalties. All you have to do is to pay your outstanding principal tax to benefit from the waiver of interests and penalties that runs till the end of December 2024. Call us on our toll-free line or email services@ura.go.ug.
Uganda Revenue Authority, developing Uganda together.
Amazina ganje Niyetekwa Seruhanga John Bosco ninduga mu district ya Rukungiri byo muhanguzi wa miliyoni 18 na Uganda National Rotary nzahangwire urwo mu kuzana *278# ngafuna message erikweka mu muhanguzi nashemererwa konka nabaza kugira ngo nedi y'abafere sente ziriyo zona bakaziteka ngo nazihangwira.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
To be a winner, you must have the discipline of a tiger. But when fueled with MTN Momo, winning is easy. Simply get your phone and use the Momo app or dial *165*3#, enter merchant code, enter amount, enter your Momo PIN, and pay. Congratulations! Your car is happy, and now you stand a chance to win mobile money with MTN Momo.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. You're still watching UBC News Tonight. And from the business desk, Ugandans have been urged to respect nature and avoid poaching and torturing both domestic and wild animals, since this violates their rights. The request was made by Haj Isaac Mulindwa Makinawa from Busikiri, Wakiso district, who called on the president to intervene in the matter. Ivan Joko reports.
This is Haji Isaac Mulindwa Makinawa, aged 85, who we met in Busikiri at his farm, whose love for rearing goats, cattle and sheep among other animals developed in the 70s and 90s. At the same farm is an old and historical housing facility, which served as a court housing during President Museveni's NRA bush war.
To me, it was the first high court in the bush, headed by His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. And the famous case which was presided over in that, the first court of, by then, Commander Kwiringira, who is now Major General, was presided over in that building over there. Therefore, that building is historical. I think it should be recognized by the government, by His Excellency, and take care of it. It is a historical one.
Due to the turbulent situation at the time, Haji Isaac Mulindwa Makinawa left the country, but upon his return in 1985, he found his animals had all been consumed. Haji Makinawa, a great risk taker, embarked on resurrecting his dream and love for farming and cattle keeping by importing Frisian breeds to re-establish his farm.
Cows, these Frisian and what, they have had headaches, disease, ticks, tsetse flies. And the drugs which are being imported here in Uganda, they all bichukuli, fake drugs. They are not effective. So I found that it was very difficult to keep on going with the cows, the goats, because of dying, what.
Despite the re-establishment of his farm, Haji Makinawa has faced a number of challenges, ranging from land grabbers and malicious killing of his animals.
Ever since I came here in 1972, managing this place, there was no Bivanja people, no Bivanja in my area. Even His Excellency, all of them, Charlie Gonza, were here for good 5 years. There were no Bivanja people, only it was my farm.
However, this hasn't entirely suffocated his love for animals. In the year 2020, he applied for a license with Uganda Wildlife Authority (UWA) and the National Environment Management Authority to start his own Isaac Wildlife Farm and Ranch with an agenda of creating a study center.
Why don't I change into wildlife? Wildlife in two aspects. One, for training, educating, sensitizing our local people to live side by side with the animals. But today, our people, they are not interested in animals, they are only interested in meat. Whenever they see animals, they want to kill.
With the license granted to him, he was authorized to tame cobs, zebras, bushbacks, waterbacks among others, which are already at the Wildlife Center.
I appeal everybody, every Ugandans, before you think of dream of going to national parks, you come down to Busikiri, Haji Makinawa's farm, and see the animals and enjoy yourself.
Haji Makinawa's current and present danger is people who encroach on his land.
But recently, people came out of nowhere, 20 March this year, 2024. I don't know them. They came and claiming, oh, my great-grandfather was here, and this one is mine. They grabbed the land, they destroyed my crops, they killed my animals, cows, slaughtered, while the government is still looking at. In Parliament, when you swear, you hold a Bible saying that you will protect the people with their property. Now it seems you are protecting a different color of people, and we indigenous who are really investors, we are not protected. I need protection. I need protection. I repeat, I need protection.
Boni Isaac Mulindwa, the former politician, later added another name of Makinawa to his identity, following the foundation of Makinawa Motors, a company that imported cars in 1964. Genda obenga aina chonyonyola Haji.
Let's take a short commercial break and we'll be back with sports news.
There is only one rule you must follow in order to be a winner. Number 1, defeat the undefeatable. You, step forward. I want you to box the air until it falls down. I'm not seeing it falling in. You see it falling in. Box, harder. Winning is hard, but with MTN Momo, it's easy. Simply pay or shop with Momo for a chance to win mobile money every day. Use the Momo app or dial *165 *3 hash.
Welcome to the last segment of UBC News Tonight, and from the sports desk, Uganda's national senior football team, the Cranes, has held a recovery session as it prepares to face Congo-Brazzaville in the final Group K 2025 African Cup of Nations qualifier on Tuesday next week. Details follow.
After Friday's 2-0 loss to South Africa in the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers at Pandela National Stadium Nambole, the Uganda Cranes has returned to training. The team has gone through an indoor session at Kabila Country Club that emphasized physical rejuvenation and mental readiness as it prepares for the final Group K game away to Congo-Brazzaville.
We just want to finish up with a great win and a great display for our fans to see that, okay, the players have been fighting, and we need to give them happiness. Though we disappointed them yesterday, so we need to make our efforts so that we can win the game on Tuesday. We come back with the victory.
Team captain Khalida Ucho acknowledges a lackluster display against South Africa and implores Ugandan fans not to throw them under the bus.
The fans, I just thank them for the support, for all the support they have been giving us in Nambole, everywhere, the away games. So we thank all of them, and they don't need to give up on us. We are their players, and we represent the nation as we used to do, and we are going to do the same. So we just need their support and motivation, to encourage us, not to make us heartbroken, because I know they are heartbroken the way the performance was not good, as always I said, and we need to collect it as we players to give our fans the best.
Uganda, that is second in Group K, faces Congo-Brazzaville on Tuesday, already assured of 2025 Africa Cup of Nations football, and with hopes of finishing first if South Africa fails to beat South Sudan. The Uganda Cranes that fly out tonight are one of 19 nations of the required 24 that by news time had sealed their positions in Morocco for the Africa Cup of Nations to be contested in the December of 2025.
And lastly, the Uganda national swim team has been flagged off Saturday, 16th November 2024 at the Elite Swim and Gym in Tinde. This comes ahead of the 2024 Africa Aquatics Zone 3 Championships that are set for Bujumbura in Burundi later next week.
Now Team Uganda is ready to soar yet again. This time, the stage is set for the 2024 Africa Aquatics Zone 3 Championships that will take place in Bujumbura, Burundi, from the 22nd to the 24th of this month. As the athletes were flagged off at the Elite Swim and Gym, they expressed their belief, stating that they have what it takes to dominate in the Eastern region yet again.
I can't lie, I'm very excited to go to Burundi. We have a very strong team. Everyone's joyful, everyone's excited to go for Kana Zone 3 in Burundi. We're a very lively team, and I'm happy for that. We wish to retain our title this time, and I believe that's going to happen because we have very strong swimmers, and we're going to do well.
This Kana, the reason why I'm very excited is because I'm getting new competition off the competition I've been with here in Uganda, and I know it's going to be tough, but I'll work hard and try to beat the Tanzanians and the Kenyans because they are very good. This year we have a very stronger team and a refreshed team. This time we don't have the same usual people. This time we have different people, so we're expecting better this time.
Team Uganda will be hoping to defend her crown as she aims for back-to-back Africa Aquatics Zone 3 titles, as the head coach, Ezra Kalai, explains that they are capable.
It's been nice to catch up with everyone
in that we now know the strategies that we're going to use in the Ghana Zone 3. I'm really excited. I'm really hoping that we shall win back-to-back since we won last year.
And everyone is ready for the competition. As we're going out, I believe the team is going to be able to defend the championship, being that we were the overall winner last year in Rwanda, Kigali.
Uganda will be represented by 75 swimmers in 2 categories that include the age group and masters categories, of whom 51 will participate in the former category.
I think as the defending champions, we are definitely going to win again because we have put in the time and the performance is good.
The team was flagged off by the Secretary General of the Ugandan Swimming Federation, Max Kanyerezi.
But 75 swimmers, that's a big number for the country. It's the largest we have ever taken. The masters have increased in terms of, even in the zone, even in Africa. I think we have the biggest masters team. That should give us a big shine in Burundi as we head there. But it's been a challenge. It's been easy because the athletes have made it easy to select them because of their competition levels and in terms of their times. And we hope that they shine when they get to the other side.
The swimming contingent will depart the country in the due course of the week as they hope to return with the title of back-to-back Africa Aquatics Zone 3 champions. Burundi will be hosting the tournament for the very first time. Mashamira Victor, UBC News.
Uganda
And that's all we had for you for now. Do join me later on at 10 p.m. for more news coming your way. My name is Sharon Kyomugisha with Mgalu Mohammed on 10 Language.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Dr. Crispus Kionga and the Ambasu Banyariha, with deep sorrow, announced the passing on of their mother, Mrs. Evaste Mbabu Kionga, which occurred on Friday 15th November 2024 at 10 p.m. Informed her His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and Mrs. Janet Kataha Museveni, Her Excellency Jessica Alupo, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, the Speaker of Parliament, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, the Prime Minister of the Republic of Uganda, Right Honorable and Mrs. Dr. Ruhakana Rugunda, Right Honorable Richard Todong, Secretary General and all leaders of NRM across the country, His Highness the Omusinga wa Rwenzururu, His Highness the Omudingia wa Bwamba, Abasu Banyariha Nawuhwa Babu Erihika Yomugende Bwanga Chibuta Omuhende Abakwe Abataka Bebunywisa Nechibirisire, Honorable Ministers and Honorable Members of Parliament, former Members of Parliament and former Ministers, Mr. Barnabas Bwambale Bamusende and family, Dr. and Mrs. Fred Mutiaba, the Vice Chancellor and the community of Makerere University, the Bishop South Rwenzori Diocese, the Bishop Kasese Catholic Diocese, the Kande Kasese District, retired Bishop and Mrs. Right Reverend Jackson